friends, welcome back. I'm Erica, and today we're getting into a little what I eat in a day situation. I'm gonna talk you through everything I cooked on this day and how I ate it, and it's all vegan and gluten-free friendly. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I started my day with some coffee. I love a little drip pour over situation, and I followed coffee up with some chocolate chip cookie oatmeal, which I've been eating on repeat lately. It's so easy. It's just oats, your milk of choice, cinnamon, a little dash of vanilla, which is what I think gives it that real cookie flavor. I also do some salt, obviously, you know I'm such a fan of that. And then I like to add some flaxseed meal in for texture and just to get a little extra fiber going in the morning. It then goes over some medium heat and I bring it up to a pretty heavy simmer, drop it down to low, and I stir the entire time because I like my oats extra creamy, as you can see. I then add the piece de resistance, excuse my terrible French, but yeah, the chocolate chips go on, and that is my ooey gooey delicious chocolate chip cookie oats recipe. You can find all the recipes for today, by the way, down in the description box below. And here I am enjoying those oats, yum. And now on to lunch, which today were these very easy but fancy looking tomatoey beans. I used big butter beans for this, but you could use really any white bean. And as you can see, I very sloppily minced an onion, but that's okay. We are going for a kind of rustic vibe here, as always in this house. So I've got my onion all minced up, and then I'm going in with a peeled carrot that I'm also going to mince. The name of the game here is getting the veggies to be relatively the similar size. And I'm just setting them all aside so that I have them all in one place, and moving on to a lovely stalk of celery, which again, mincy mince, a little bit of an ASMR moment. And everything goes into a bowl again, just setting it aside, and then I'm giving that garlic a good thwack so that I can peel it properly and also get that into my mirepoix, which is just a mixture of carrots, celery, and onion, and it creates a lovely base for a lot of soups or bean dishes. So we've got a large pot on medium heat, and I've added the olive oil, a few tablespoons of it. I like to add a lot, and added our mirepoix, and now I'm going in with the spices of my heart's desire. Again, recipes are down in that description box so you can see exactly what I'm doing here, but you can also see that I'm mostly measuring with my heart, as I usually do. The spices get toasted mostly dry just to really bring out their flavor, and then I'm adding in some really beautiful tomato paste, the beans and their liquid to create some nice thickness, and you know I'm gonna go in and taste that for seasoning. And to be honest, I think it was a tiny bit salty for me, so I might ease up on the salt, but that's okay. I've got this nice leftover basmati rice from Indian food last night, so that'll definitely even things out. I topped this with yogurt and feta and parsley. You can use whatever toppings, vegan or not, that you desire, and I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the heck out of this thing. It was really, really tasty and definitely 10 out of 10. All right, now on to dinner, which might have been my favorite meal of this day. I am working with one of my favorite little tricks here, which is to use tofu that I have pre-frozen to really give a meaty texture, and we're making a peanut noodle dish with a crumbled tofu topping and charred broccoli. And here I am just cutting into the stalks of the broccoli. Fun fact, if you avoid cutting the crown, you're gonna have a lot less of a messy cleanup deal. You can see I've still got a little bit of a mess, but not bad. I'm also doing a shallot, and again, you'll see some rustic knife work here, but again, that's totally fine. I'm also going to thinly slice some garlic here, and that's gonna go into our tofu topping as well. Now, if you know me, then you know I love a sauce, so we're also going to grate some garlic so we can make our peanut sauce. I'm also going in and grating some frozen ginger. And now we're making our peanut sauce, which is really simple. It's soy sauce, peanut butter, maple syrup, some sesame oil, and some rice vinegar and whiskey whisk. Okay, now onto the most fun part of this recipe, which is squeezing out all the excess water from the frozen tofu that I have microwaved to thaw. And now you can see it's crumbling into a beautiful kind of meaty texture, so I can add it to my pan with some nice neutral oil. I like to let it sit, same thing with the broccoli here, on the pan for a minute or two just to let it get a little bit of char. Now I've added the shallot, the sliced garlic, and a little bit of that sauce just to give some extra flavor to this tofu topping, and I'm getting it all nice and charred. I'm making some rice noodles here. I love them because they cook up in like 5 minutes flat. I rinse them always to keep them from being sticky, and then I sauce them up real good. And here I am plating up tonight's dinner rustically. As you can see, that is the word of the day today, and I'm topping mine with a little scallion and chili oil and sitting down to enjoy this very, very much. As you can see, I really love this meal. It's something that I make for myself and Quentin on the regular because it comes together so quickly, but it feels a little bit fancy, which I do really like. Okay, that about covers it. Thank you so much for coming along with me for this day of eating, and have a lovely, well-fed week ahead.